Good morning, half-assed cruisers.
Good morning.
As you can see behind us, we're at a different island today. This is Apia. We're still in American Samoa, but that is Apia behind us. And it's a little bit different. When we woke up this morning, we looked outside, we thought we were in Hawaii because it looks a lot like the big island, at least the port area does. It's a very similar thing with the black rocks, and on the Big Island, they have these resorts that look kind of like that. But that church in the back, I don't know if you can see the church, but there's a very intricate church that we'll try to get some video of later, and also some of the decor and design of these buildings. It's a little bit different than we would see in Hawaii. It's more Polynesian. But today we're going to be snorkeling. We're going over, we're going to walk right outside the port, and we'll show you where it is. There's a marine reserve that's supposed to have some great snorkeling, and it's walking distance. We're going to try that first, and then we'll see what we're going to do from there. We'll see how the snorkeling is. Should be pretty good.
I hope so.
The weather is still overcast, but we haven't had any precipitation today. It doesn't look like we're going to have any, but
you never know.
That can change. All right, we're on our way. You ready, hon? She's ready.
Hey there, I'm Rose.
And I'm Dan. And we are the Half-Assed Travelers. Rose, which way do we go here?
Let's see. Maybe
can't figure it out.
The arrow points that way.
I don't know, hon. I don't know why, but we have been watching from the ship up there. When people get to this point, they have been trying to go straight. We couldn't figure out, like, aren't there arrows on those sides? 2, 4, 6 people. I'm talking quite a few people. Yeah, and that's why that guy's back there. He's trying to tell them, don't go this way. You got to go that way. There's even a sign there. Yeah, it even says exit right there. I don't know.
Go figure.
When you come here, just go that way. Just go that way.
Follow the sign. Little turtle. I don't want to say what that is.
Yeah, all the posts here look like hand carved posts out of tree trunks. Wow,
really
this
nice.
is beautiful.
See all the turtles on those?
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, and there was the welcoming committee when we got off the ship, although they weren't playing any music. But yeah, we love these Polynesian ports. They're always really cool. There's an octopus.
Ruh-roh.
Yeah, and a fish. Wow, so cool. Right after we left the port area, we went through the gauntlet of taxis there. There's a lot of people that will offer you tours. The taxi driver said that he would have taken us into town for $10. Then there was a guy that came up to us and offered to take us around the island, stopping at multiple places for $70 each. But right now, we have a plan. So we're not gonna do any of that right now. We're walking out of the port, and then you walk right down this road, and somewhere along here there should be a marine reserve. So we are heading for that area to see if we can locate it. The sign is right here off the road. You cannot miss it. It's a pretty big sign. The ship is right there, and this is the walkway down there. Good morning.
$5 to the lady.
$5 to the lady? Okay. The fee to go into the reserve is $5. $5 US. $5 US, because we're in American Samoa, so we're using US currency in this port. I'm sorry?
The difficulty here is that
We have to be back on board by 3.
very difficult to enter for any
It's
Florida.
Oh,
They
you know
may
what? It's
not
not
be
there.
able
That's
to
why
come back. So there's a lot of joy, there's a lot of jubilation, but there's also a lot of uncertainty over what they need.
Yes. You played with Elvis Presley?
Elvis Presley in America.
Oh my God.
Guitar.
That is so neat. Aww.
Very like America.
We like it there too. Some parts. Aww.
That's the number one rule. Come country the world. Oh. Good morning.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. You have a good day.
Okay, great. Okay, great. Thank you. Okay. Change your rooms? Oh, okay. All right. And a toilet. Okay, they have everything here. Where do we put our stuff? Just
In
anywhere?
the small shelters, on the tables, on the
Anywhere on the
chairs.
beach.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's all safe.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Enjoy.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Okay, so this is it. This is the Marine Reserve. Now, you're definitely going to want water shoes, and you're going to see why in just a second. It's a bit rocky on the entrance. And the snorkeling is right out there. Not kind of an unconventional, I'd say unconventional marine reserve and snorkeling spot, but very easily accessible from the ship. So that's always a plus. Well, Rose, what do you think of the snorkeling?
Just wow. If the sun were out, it would have been absolutely spectacular. I mean, we saw so many different colored coral and blue starfish, turtles. The reef was just plentiful. So many, I mean, schools of fish like I've never seen before.
The corals were like almost translucent. They were blue, green,
yellow, green.
Yeah, we saw some fish too, those yellow ones we hadn't seen before.
Yeah.
And at the end there, we spotted that turtle. That was awesome. She was just sleeping under the ledge there, and we were trying not to wake her. We were gonna, Rose wanted to maybe go down and get closer video, but we kind of stayed away. But then she woke up and came out and checked us out and then took off. So yeah, we try not to annoy them, the turtles. They have a hard enough life as it is.
The only part that was a little hard for me was going through the shallows to get to the ledge. I mean, it was, you're talking, your belly was almost scraping the corals on the way out there.
Yeah, you definitely need water shoes. You definitely need to be a strong swimmer. The tide was coming in, but it was still low tide, so it was really tight to go over some of those corals right by the marker out there. But then once you get out to the open where the ledge is, the current kind of drops off because it's not rushing over the corals.
Yeah.
So it was really nice. We were just floating around with the hundreds, thousands of fish just everywhere. Just beautiful. We just wish the sun would have been out. It would have been a lot nicer, but we're happy with it. Now, as far as this reserve goes, you can see it's not much here. So we're not going to hang around here.
There are a lot of mosquitoes.
Yeah, there are mosquitoes. We're going to limit our time here, but we're done snorkeling, so we're going to head back to the port, and we're going to decide if we're going to go back on board or if we're going to head into downtown. And we'll do that once we get check out the situation at the port. Before we leave, one thing that the Marine Reserve does have is facilities. They do have changing rooms and bathrooms.
Picnic tables, swings.
And picnic tables and little swings if you've got the kids with you. Yeah, very no frills.
Thank you. Oh, you know what? Maybe you can ask her now.
Well, we are in another cab, this time in Apia, going downtown. Yeah. We're gonna go look and see the, what we can see. We definitely want to take a look at that church. We survived yet another cab ride.
We did.
He brought us over to we said downtown, and he did bring us downtown. We are in the middle of a shopping center. We were kind of hoping to go to the old town, but we don't even know if there is an old town. So we're gonna walk around here for a bit. There's a lot of gift shops, and there's one right there, and a pharmacy, of course, and they have some Christmas decorations up, right?
Oh yes.
So yeah, let's walk around and explore.
So what do we have here, hon? A little bit of America. In American Samoa.
There it is. The golden arches.
I'm almost tempted.
This is the church, or the Cathedral of the Immaculate Conception. And we're gonna go in, although they do have a mass that's starting in about 15 minutes. So we're gonna go in real quick and take a quick video. Wow, what a cathedral. We've seen cathedrals all over Europe and really all over the world, and we have never seen a cathedral quite like this one. The woodwork on the ceiling, I mean, I guess it makes sense. We are in the Polynesian territory. It makes sense that it would be all wood, But man, I don't, have you ever seen anything like that?
It's spectacular.
Yeah, and you know that we like to go in these churches because we always find something new, but we weren't expecting that much. That was really, wow, beautiful, just gorgeous. If you come here to Apia, you cannot miss this. You have to go. They're very welcoming, very nice people. They were about to have a mass. They invited us to stay for the mass. Yeah, just beautiful. Wow, wow. I'm impressed.
Me too.
I'm impressed with this island. All right, we're gonna keep walking. Ready?
Ready. Because
Well, we made a discovery while we were here. When we were talking to the cab driver, and we were talking about whether or not this was American Samoa, he mentioned a change of government, where they started driving on the other side of the road and all that. So we decided to try our cell service here because we had gotten a message yesterday that in American Samoa our international plans were no good. Well, come to find out, I guess this isn't considered American Samoa by Verizon because Verizon's plan says that we have unlimited calling back to the United States. So you see Rose is already, we're reaching out to family and touching base, but it's something to keep in mind. We didn't think we were going to have cell service for a little while, but we're just glad that we discovered that and we figured we'd share it with you. Well, check this out, half-asters. The sun has actually come out this afternoon.
amazing.
Unfortunately, it's about a half hour before we needed to be back on the boat, but still, it's not a bad thing to have the sun out. It's a beautiful island, and we really were impressed with Apia. It was surprising. We didn't know what we didn't know what to expect.
Yeah.
And just like all these Polynesian islands, they all have their own little character. There's a lot of similarities, but they all have their little differences. The architecture of these buildings, that cathedral, I mean, wow. That snorkeling, oh my God, it was amazing. And that is one of the places, it's got to be the top 5 in the amount of different species of fish that we've ever seen on a snorkeling trip.
I felt like one of them.
Yeah, we were. Yeah. She was Flipper. She was Flipper. Flipper. But our time here is about over. Tomorrow we're going to be going to where?
I have no idea.
That happens a lot when we're on these cruises, as we forget where we're going next. Vavanu? Tonga. Okay, we're going to Vavau, Tonga. Thank you. Thanks for helping out. We're going to be in Tonga tomorrow, and we're going to hope for good weather there. We have absolutely nothing scheduled or planned there. So it could be a case where we're just going to grab one of these tours once we get off the ship. But it'll be completely dependent upon the weather. But, you got anything to add, Rose, about this island?
Nope. I'd like to come back.
We'll come back someday. We definitely have to do all of these again now that we've done certain things, because there's so much to do. Yeah. All right, so we're going to sign off for the evening. I don't think we're going to be sharing anything else tonight. And we will be back with you up and at 'em early. I think we get there at 10 a.m. So we should be bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. We hope. Unless it's a late night tonight.
Until then.
We'll see you.